Hi, welcome back to another video of Harmony and Peace. I want to talk about goals. I think it's very important with goals to achieve the goals what you want to aim for. Sometimes we do struggle because of circumstances could happen in our own lives. It could be family, it could be friends, someone's not well, we can procrastinate, and it could take a step back on where we want to be. And that's very important because when we sit back and we reflect what happened, what was the outcome, why we couldn't achieve it, then you can look back and start to put in little things in place. I'll be honest, I had moments like that for myself where I did struggle with circumstances where my mum wasn't well, dad passed away a while back, but also I managed to persevere and buckle down with the things what I want to achieve in my own life. For example, gym, training really hard, and I did the yoga. I was doing real well with that as well. But also just taking step by step. The days where I can do the gym, the days I can do yoga, where I want to, what I want to achieve, taking the slow steps, and not burning myself out, because these things can happen. Even when I was going for studying, it's just taking slow steps, step by step. But you have to be accountable, and it's the time that you put in, the effort that you put in. And also the biggest thing for me was that when I was getting to those stages, I have to make them sacrifices. I'm not perfect, but I've learned from mistakes, and I feel that like it was a big change for me for the being consistent and putting the things in place. And these little things can start from you can journal, writing a book, which I actually done, like big book with a diary, or I had a diary with my dates, what I was doing, and then I had another diary for a gratitude, what I'm grateful for day and night. And I had a vision board that was very good as well. The vision board helped me to visualize the things. I'm very visual because I might be visual for myself, but something else could work different for you. So it's small steps. You don't overload the brain. You do bit by bit, and then you take a break to relax and stimulate the mind, because when you overload, you can burn out, and then it might put you off. Doesn't mean you're not going to finish it off, but it's important to do that. So which I was doing, where I took a break back and forward, and it helped me, which was a big achievement for me. So I believe that's important, but having the people around you to support you as well, what's very important. You can call them like your cheerleaders as well, to support your goals and to understand where you want to be in your own life. But that's to the point you will know those people, but understand they will understand where you need to be in your own life, and vice versa, which I'm proud to say. But all I can say is, with moving forward, I'd suggest journal, have a schedule, put it on your wall, not behind the wall, in front of you, you can see it and you can visualize it. And even if you have to tick it off each day, then you know you've achieved where you want to achieve. So the long-term goal is where you want to be. For example, I don't know, you want to move to another area, or you want to go to another job. You can just step by step, gradually have small things just to keep going, where you can move forward from there. And that's very important. And also having wind down time to wind down for yourself. That could be reading a book, could be meditating, it could be journaling, it could be going out with your friends. Also, which you deserve that. And also reward yourself. Reward yourself knowing that what you've achieved so far. It could be the smallest thing, it could be the biggest thing, because sometimes we don't do that enough where we should. Even it's it could be a little minor thing. One thing I did do, I remember, where, prime example, with the gym, when I achieved what I was doing, I was happy, I was over the moon. Also, when I passed my course, I was over the moon, and I'd, reward myself with just little things like aftershave or trainers, or just went out for a meal, just to celebrate that you achieved something for yourself. That's very vital, and you can reflect back on that as well. So anything that you want to achieve, you always reward yourself. Don't neglect knowing that you've done what you wanted to do and you don't reward yourself. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be expensive, it can be the smallest thing. So bear that in mind and get yourself enough rest. Also, you could reflect by end of the week, and you can say to yourself, what have I done this week to, aim to that goal? What have I done this month to achieve this goal? What have I done to get to that goal for the next 3 or 4 months? And you be consistent, you keep doing it, consistent. So that's one of the biggest things I can say, which helped myself going through my own journey. It wasn't hard, it wasn't easy. I'm not saying like I had it like that straight away. I had to really discipline myself for me to do that. And that's one thing with any goals that you want to achieve. You have to be very disciplined for yourself. But also, I know stress can kick in. You'd be stressed, you want to pass, or you want to get to where you want to go. Also, take a step back in yourself. You have to ground yourself, meditate, or you could journal, you could just have a wind down time to yourself, some quiet time for yourself, because then it will relax your nervous system so you're not stressed out thinking about that the next day. Oh God, oh my God, I haven't done that. Relax, as long as you know you've done bit by bit and you put all the effort in, you've made the sacrifices to get to where you need to be, because you'll get to where you want to be anyway. So that's very important. I want to talk about, just to change the topic, I didn't mention this in the videos because I've been, busy traveling even back and forward. I want to talk about the Vipassana that I did in June. That was a massive goal for me. Massive. So back in May, it was May or April, I was reading the book where I can't remember what book it was called. I think Pablo, I can't remember, but it was a podcast that spoke about Vipassana. It's like a silent retreat where you do not talk at all. No eye contact, no talking, no mobile phone. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. So I was gone into it, did my research, booked it. No, I didn't speak to anyone about this at all. Like, what I'm trying to say is I didn't ask people who I know close to me. So I kind of just looked into myself, did my own research. 7 days in Italy. It was Florence, 7 days. Anyway. Boy, all I can say is this. For me, when I booked it in May, I did crap myself. So what I had to do, from advice from close friends, particular one, not mention his name, where I was meditating anyway in silence for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm not saying to people out there to do this Vipassana. I'm just saying from my experience, it's one of my goals. Booked it. After when I booked it, I thought, right, did the research, looked all the YouTube videos, and leading up towards the time, what I was doing was I was meditating every day in silence for about 20 minutes. Just sat there, crossed my legs in stillness and quiet, didn't say nothing, didn't fidget, didn't blink, nothing like that. So that was good. I think 2, 3 days before, I did crap myself. My heart was thumping hard. I say hard. Anyway, when I got to the airport, got there early, got to Italy, it was fine. When we got there, I was like, wow. But what I often have to say is when I landed and I got picked up, I was like, oh my God, there's 12 of us. When we had integration, they explained to us what was happening from 4:30 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. You'd meditate. So how this would work was we'd eat together before it start. Then we had to hand our phone in. So no book, no phone. We spoke. After that, there was a bell at 4:30. You'd go downstairs and you had to come out the house. We had to go into like a little dome from 4:30 till 8 o'clock, meditate. No breakfast. After that, had breakfast. Then it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock. You'd meditate again from 8:30, 9 up until about 11. Then you do some mindful walking up until about half 11. Then you'll meditate again inside the dome till about 12. Then you go back out again and meditate again. Then you'll have lunch about 1 o'clock. Then from 1 o'clock, you'll have a break. That will take up to 3 o'clock. After that, you would meditate in your room for 1 hour till 4 o'clock. Then you go out back into the dome again. You'll do some mindful walking. After that, that will go all the way up until 5 o'clock. Then you have another break. Then you have fruit. You only have 2 fruit. Then stuff is about 6 o'clock. We meditate again, all the way up until 9. And you repeat that for 7 days. On the 3rd day, I'm not going to lie, I did break for about 10 minutes, tops. I did break. But in that process, when I was meditating, every thought from when I was younger, past, present, was flooding through my head. Tears were rolling out my eyes. It made me understand me and understand everything what was going through my head. I'm not saying it, I've never done that before. I didn't understand ever in my own life. But when you're sitting and you're meditating every day with your own thoughts, deep into the forest, that was mental conditioning to understand, be self-aware, and be more in tune with yourself. Things what I've in the past where I've got through my own life struggles, stress, sadness, tears, loss, wasn't myself. Everything just flooded through like Severn Trent. I went quiet and I was just like, right, you ain't going nowhere, Sean. Because easily I could have just gone. Easily I could have just gone home. And I kept on going. And someone said to me, being of the 7 days, I said, I'm a bit nervous. And I said, it's you versus you. So just imagine that on the 3rd day. So I visualised in my head, I thought, right, well, Sean, you ain't going nowhere. I just shut the door and right, in my head, up there. And I carried it on all the way through. So on the last day, we was allowed our phone and we had dinner and we had like sweet, like a dessert and dinner, breakfast and stuff. And I'm not going to lie, on the last day, I could have kept on going for another 3 more days. I could have gone up to 10 days. And I think that was massive, massive achievement for me. Massive. The only thing I was allowed to do, the only thing I was allowed to have was my journal. And that was it. I was journaling every day. Every day. It was... when we had our phone back, I was in tears. It was emotional. I feel like that was a massive achievement for me. It was breathtaking to do a 7-day silent retreat. I was honoured to do that. Look it up, Vipassana. You can look up Vipassana yourself. It's been going on for years, so have a look. I did it. I'll be doing it again next year at some point, I don't know when, but this ties up and it's very important. You can achieve anything. And that was one of the biggest things. Well, I'm proud to say about that. All I can say is that anything you want to achieve, goals, any blockages, anything that you struggle with, anything that you feel that you sabotage in your own life and you need that help to guide you through that door, I'll be giving a free consultation for 20 minutes and I can go through all the stages, things that you would like to learn, any breath work, any tapping, EFT, any Reiki healing, energy healing as well. Anything you want to ask me, you can ask me. You can DM me on my personal Instagram or you can DM me on Harmony Peace as well, or you can contact me. The number is on my Harmony Peace Instagram. Thank you again. It's a pleasure. Have See you soon.